Are you currently losing hair or have you had hair loss in the past? Today we're talking about hair thinning, hair loss, and mainly how we can work together to help regrow your hair. Today we're going to explore more than the biotin bandwagon. We're going to get to the root cause of the problem to understand your hair shedding and your hair loss. Hands down, biotin is a great tool that can help us regrow hair. But we need to understand on a deeper cellular level what's going on in the body. So we're going to discuss some of the possible hair loss causes to understand the proper protocol for each individual and their needs to help us address the root cause. So some possible hair loss causes are hypothyroidism, stress, adrenal dysfunction, adrenal fatigue, autoimmune issues, hormone imbalances, whether that be estrogen, progesterone, or testosterone, and then some chronic viral infections or gut dysbiosis. One of the biggest triggers I would see in my previous clients and in my friends or my family is low iron, and mainly that low ferritin. And all low ferritin means is that you have low stored iron on your blood panels. So oftentimes our docs are simply pulling our CBC, and that's looking at your current blood cell count, but that's not looking at your iron levels and mainly your stored iron levels. And you need to be so depleted in iron for this to show up on your complete blood count, CBC, for it to actually show up as anemia. And you can be shedding and not regrowing hair for a long time, like years, before that would even show up. We need to see those ferritin levels somewhere between 50 and 70, and that's when you'll start seeing some really great hair regrowth because the body is working properly. One of the next very popular problems or causes for hair loss and hair shedding is thyroid. And then of course with the thyroid, we need to see more than the TSH test. What we actually need to see is the free T4 and the free T3. TSH is simply the signal from the brain to the thyroid, from the pituitary gland actually. Then what that signal does is it creates T4, which is inactive, and that gets converted into T3, which is active. So if we're only testing the pituitary gland, which is the TSH test, we're not seeing if that T4 is being created and therefore activated and turned into T3. Really what we're testing at that time is the pituitary gland. Then of course, in addition to those tests, we want to see the reverse T3, which is a bit of a deeper test. So what happens with this is it elevates when we're stressed, and it can give us a wonderful snapshot of the adrenals. So when these are out of sync, we can have some major hair shedding. The next thing we want to evaluate are the sex hormones. I'm talking estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, and we want to take a deep dive in to see if any of those are imbalanced. If our thyroid and adrenals are off, we should certainly be looking into our sex hormones. With the lack of sleep, high quality fat, and harmful chemicals in our environment, our hormones and our gut bacteria are trying to do their best, but they're always fighting an uphill battle. So taking a peek at what's going on with the sex hormones can also give us a wonderful indication into why we might be shedding or losing so much hair. The next possible cause of hair shedding and hair loss would be chronic viruses or bacteria. Viruses that live in our bodies can cause havoc on our adrenals and therefore can create a cozy home to live and thrive within our body. So checking for viruses is really important. And I'm especially interested in checking for Epstein-Barr virus. When we see hair loss, this is a great signal that there could be some low-grade viral issues that are happening internally. If you haven't had a chance to check out my morning supplement routine, I will go ahead and link that for you up here. I feature some fantastic supplements and vitamins that can really ease the body and help break down low-grade viruses and even those that are as strong as Epstein-Barr. So now what? Well, once we know what the underlying issue is, we need to treat it and take measures to help our hair regrow. If thyroid or adrenals are the issues, we need herbs and supplements to work on the gut and foods that support our lifestyle. Working with this treatment plan can help dramatically. Then we can begin to add in these wonderful natural treatments that can help your hair improve more than you'd ever imagine. There are things like collagen peptides. Now, if you're vegan, there are definitely collagen precursors. And what that means is that it signals to your body to create its own collagen. And some wonderful collagen precursors are zinc. I'm a huge fan of zinc. If you watch that morning supplement routine, you'll hear all the reasons I love zinc. In addition to promoting collagen, it does fight those viruses and bacteria in your body. So you'll want to include zinc as a collagen precursor. Copper, especially if you're adding in a lot of zinc, you want to ensure that your zinc and copper levels are balanced with each other. Another fantastic collagen precursor is vitamin C, L-lysine, proline, and of course, dark leafy greens. I'm a massive fan of dark leafy greens. There's not a single day that goes by where I don't consume an abundant amount of dark leafy greens. Next to that, some herbal teas. I'm drinking one now. There's things like nettles and dandelion, alfalfa. All of these things are so good and nourishing for your body, working as astringent. They really purge out the bad and help you absorb the good. This is fantastic for minerals and really working on all of those root causes that we discussed earlier. Next to that, a really great way to get in a lot of vitamins and nutrients is through green juices, or my absolute favorite, and that is smoothies. I love smoothies because you can add in your collagen peptides. You can even brew up some of your dandelion tea, let it cool, blend it in your smoothie. Honest to goodness, smoothies are the easiest and fastest way to get in your nutrients. And if you haven't had a chance to check out my What I Eat in a Day video, I will go ahead and link that for you here. I include one of my absolute favorite smoothie recipes. In addition to that, some great ways to get greens into your and even your family's diet throughout the day. If you liked this video, I would love it if you would give it a big thumbs up, and please consider hitting that big red subscribe button. I make weekly informational videos just like this, covering health and wellness. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, I would love to have you join our family. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you very soon.